The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea, though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff, them comforted I and I. Uno prepareth a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with uno oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of Lord God, Jah, Kadama we Gromabea Tela E. Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, now sitteth in the seat that is scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this Lord I see I did sunrise and sundown. Him I go dear like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in the season. Him leap never I go wither, and whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yea, the heathen them now they stow them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon the judgment that I see them and them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous and the way of the sinner, and them always and always. I will perish. Let my people, the people of the Most High God, say, Jah, Kadama we groma bea tela e higzag beer tana istalina bashante shante 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 shante. This is the Black Pot, aka Cocobod, where we speak truth to power. Remember, say, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. How ma usogbo lisa adanu wato he was sickly afo. How ma usogbo lisa akpe kaka. This is the Black Pot. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, colors, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some amount of heating. They produce food. Ironically, they do not even partake in the eating of the food. It is us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time, they will rise to the occasion to produce food that they do not eat themselves. Is that not a paradox? My brother, my sister, how many of us believe that we are where we are because of our sheer power and strength? How many of us believe that we have it all today by a dint of hard work coming from us? How many people believe that once we have it, let's eat it all? After all, tomorrow will take care of itself. How many people are so selfish that they do not even want to think about the generations yet to come? We have the gold. We have the diamond. Oh, let's harvest it all. Sell it out. Oh, and make money. After all, the next generation will take care of itself. My brother, my sister, a nation that is not generationally thinking is a doomed nation. A nation of corrupt people can never think generationally. They are stealing it all for themselves, whilst the masses suffer. They don't think about the people. They are not even believers in humanity. My brother, my sister, that is why we have to all learn to sacrifice. At Independence, Kwame Nkrumah told us crystal clear. Now that you have your independence, you must change your attitudes. He told us the biggest problem of African people is patriotism, loyalty, the attitude. We must have an attitudinal shift, like a tectonic plate movement or shift. It might be huge. It might take a lot of energy, but it is most necessary. A lot of us, see the government as a separate entity from us. When we steal from the government, people clap for us and say we are smart. Yet we are stealing from ourselves. We are so corrupt that corruption is looking at us and laughing. When you go to America and England and all those countries, mothers and fathers are ready to turn their own sons and daughters into the police because of a certain crime, because they know they will get justice in there. But over here, we protect our own thieves. We fight good people and protect thieves. We elect into office jackals and wolves. And when our sheep and goats start getting missing, we question, how come? My brother, my sister, in this country, everybody is talking about a degree without a pedigree. We think about a degree, but we do not have the common sense to look at the pedigree that will come with a degree. We are only looking at the degree. That is why people can pay to get that degree. They don't care about the pedigree. When you get your first degree, they say, go get your master's. And everybody's hailing you. You go get your master's, yet you are not a master. How can you have a certificate that shows that you have a master's, yet you are not a master? A master of what? Stealing? A master of corruption? Then after that, they say, oh, you've done well, go get a PhD. And then when you go grab the PhD, at the end of it all, you are waiting for the government to employ you to steal, continue with the routine stealing and corruption. This nation must change. My brother, it's not too late. Me and you can come together and sacrifice and put our heads on the chopping board, spill our own blood so that the next generation can be liberated. If you believe in this, my brother, say more fire. So many people have come to pretend before you. A lot of them were hungry people. They have never fasted all their lives. My brother, my sister, learn to fast. No man worth his salt can start a revolution if he doesn't know how to fast. Every man must learn to fast. And when I speak about fasting, I'm talking about sacrificing your stomach so that other people will be able to eat a little to gather strength and join in the revolution. If you can't do that, then this nation is doomed. We have a group of people who call themselves leaders, but they are misleading caricatures. In fact, these people are not leaders. They are nation wreckers. And I'm so ashamed of them. I can't wait to stand at the gate of hell and usher them in one after the other for Satan to sodomize them night and day without mercy. My brother, my sister, they have done evil to our nation. My brother, my sister, they have destroyed our nation. We have the gold, we have the diamond, we have the bauxite, yet we are paupers. Oh, what a miracle. It is only in our country and the continent of Africa where we have it all, yet we are paupers, we have nothing. Oh, what an irony, what a paradox. It is only in Africa, my brother, my sister, that we walk out in the midst of all the water. My brother, we are thirsty. What have we done to ourselves? Everybody is running to America. Everybody is running to England. Everybody is running to the white man's land because they are fed up of their own Africa. My brother, my sister, whilst the white man is busily planning his next tourism destination, vacation destination, he wants to come to Africa and see animals and the rest. We want to get into the fridge, the cold, at the time the white man is leaving to come and enjoy our sunshine. We are tired and fed up. We have given up on Africa. I remember Lampedusa. I see so many people dying right there at Lampedusa. I see in Morocco. I see in Tunisia. People who have light skin, they believe that they are not Africans, and therefore they are hunting down dark-skinned Africans because they want to cut themselves away from Africa and join Europe. What are we doing to ourselves? I look around and I see that the lighter your skin, the more chances you have. My brother, my sister, everybody is favoring a lighter skin and a longer nose. And when you check it out, Willie Lynch syndrome is still very, very real in our society. I want to apologize to you that we have to start it like this. My brother, my sister, let us start the show properly. You are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is called Black Empire Media. Please do me a favor, kindly share this broadcast at the same time. Subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification bell so that everybody Can be reminded anytime we come on Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. sharp. I want to say thank you. We never take you for granted. Your time is very important to us. And I want to also say, encourage each and every one to be part of this. We shall never let you down. We were sent down to come and deal with the nation. If we're going to sell out, we would have sold out long time ago, my brother, my sister. To God be the glory. I want to say thank you so much to our supporters. ISIT, ISIT. And that simply means in spirit, in truth. It is a new social media platform, my brother, my sister, that does everything your regular social media does, plus more. You can go live. You can also send your videos and your photos. You can make audio calls and video calls as well. At the same time, you can promote your business and your brand. This is ISIT. And on ISIT is 100% positive. There are powerful algorithms that remove anything that is negative. This is an app that has been built by Ghanaians in America. Another reason you should be supporting it, the black man's business, right? It's available on Google Play and also App Store for free. Please download that and be part of ISIT and support the movement. My brother, my sister, oh yes, thanks so much to ISIT. We love you and we appreciate you. I am on ISIT. Are you an ISITer? Join us right here on ISIT. Make connections. Oh, connect with family and friends and make crystal clear memories. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. We are also supported by the kind courtesy of Le Shrine. This is the place everybody's talking about in Accra. It's located at the Laboma Beach Resort right here in Accra. Labadi, La. Make a trip. Listen, this is a very beautiful place that is in the middle of a beautiful holy Gamashi forest. Now, the Ga people of Accra love the forest and respect it, so they have kept it and preserved it. And this thing has been built right in the middle of this beautiful holy forest. We call it Le Shrine. Oh my God, it's 100% African. What do you want to eat, continental or local? Hey, every day is full of a certain powerful activity. Listen, man, anything you want to drink can be found there. At Le Shrine, our motto is, anything you want to see, come and see it here for yourself. On Monday, we have what is known as the karaoke night. And of course, we have the adult night. Interspersing is adult entertainment. Don't go with your children. Wednesday night, you can go with your children. It's reggae night. When Blakk Santino and friends, you know, he made beach reggae on Wednesday, very popular in Ghana. Give credit where credit is due. He plays reggae music alongside his friends to serenade you and make you feel good. Oh gosh, that is Le Shrine every Wednesday night. And on Sunday night, we have what is known as the special ladies night. And it's also X-rated. Don't go with your children. My brother, my sister, Le Shrine has a mini hotel and a sexy swimming pool. My God, all you need to do is to jump into it and behave like Doko Doko. Dabo Dabo. It's beautiful. If you're tired of the sea, this is the next place. And interestingly, Le Shrine is sitting at the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean, being serenaded by the cool waters and the warm breeze of the Atlantic Ocean. This is heaven. You need to be here. I go there most of the time. And when I go in there, I don't want to come out. This is what it is. My name, Blakk Rasta. I want to salute all and sundry. Today we have 5 important things to look at. The very first one is rolling up on your screen. Run the rhythm and come here. Yes, my Lord. First story. It says, AKUFO-ADDO'S government worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. My brother, some people think that Sodom and Gomorrah is only about homosexuality. No. There were terrible leaders, demonic leaders, corrupt leaders, thieving leaders. In fact, Sodom and Gomorrah was not only about homosexuality and lesbianism. It was also about terrible leaders. Leaders who were more terrible than Satan himself. They were there. Now there is a preacher man who is saying that Ghana under Nana Akufo-Addo is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Corruption. The rape and sodomization of the economy in this beautiful country. Tie! That's him. He's a prophet. And he speaks his mind. Hey! He's off the chain. When he's speaking, he doesn't follow norms. He goes straight for the jugular vein. And he's been speaking. What has this prophet been saying? Run it. He says, Prophet Oduro descends on AKUFO-ADDO over next MPP president will fix Ghana's problems comment. Run it. Watch this. He said the founder and leader of Alabaster International Ministry, Prophet Kofi Oduro, has slammed President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for saying that Ghana's problems will be fixed by the next new patriotic party president of the nation, the country. Speaking to his congregation on Sunday, August 27, 2023, Prophet Oduro said that he was shocked and disappointed that President Akufo-Addo has already given up on getting Ghana out of the current economic hardship. I heard my president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, yesterday in an interview concerning the primaries of the new patriotic party, the MPP. The president said, I admit there is difficulty. Then he made a submission that shook me. He said, but the next NPP leader will fix it. He is on tape. I can play it if you want me to play it back, he said. Well, I'll put all my hope in my president that this particular one will do the job. But he's waiting for the next leader. It's just like you are in a hospital and you trusted the doctor so much. But the doctor says that this thing, I don't have any power over it, he added. The prophet went on to say that the political leadership of Ghana will not escape the wrath of God. And this is the part I need you to see. Look at the last paragraph. What does he say? If God does not judge NDC, that's the National Democratic Congress and MPP, God would have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah, he added. My God. Did you hear that? If God does not judge the NDC and judge the NPP, then he must apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah for destroying it. Dash it away. My brother, politicians have let us down. When you look at the sorry situation of our nation, is all because of politicians. A lot of these politicians don't mean good for the nation. They are thieves. They steal from the taxpayer, and we sit back and watch them steal as if it was nobody's money. In Ghana, we are yet to understand that any money that is in the government coffers is our money. In Ghana, we are made to believe that it's a separate entity. So when we steal from there, that is heroic. We have done so well by stealing from the government. In fact, we even have people who aid family and friends to steal from the coffers of the nation. And they claim it's nobody's money. When we rob a bank, my brother, we are stealing people's money. When we rob the nation, we are robbing ourselves. It is sad that this is what is happening to our nation. And the prophet has said it clearly. Nana Addo is like that doctor that you trusted so much and you took your sickness to. And then he comes, and then after some time he tells you that, well, there's nothing I can do about this sickness, but the next doctor who is coming after me will be able to deal with the sickness. Well, we are happy that he's told us the truth. At least he has agreed that he has destroyed this nation, that he came to talk for nothing, that he's a president who has no common sense or patriotism, a president who is a joker, a president who deserves no respect. My brother, my sister, intentionally ran down the nation. When this president with no common sense or patriotism was sitting in aeroplanes, flying all over the place, left, right, and center, blowing the country's money, when we spoke to him, he arrogantly decided not to listen to us. This president, my brother, my sister, came up to tell us that, hey, that he, my brother, my sister, will do whatever he pleased. And that was what it was. Come here. My brother, my sister, it is sad what is happening to us. And when we look it up, it's sad. Mr. President has made us become fools in this nation. He doesn't respect anybody. He does whatever he wants. He says whatever he wants. And he doesn't care. Let's think about this. Let's think about this very carefully. Everyone in the nation was saying that the finance minister was lousy. Mr. President said, don't worry. Let him go through the IMF deal. After everything is done, we shall deal with the situation. But what happened? The man is still at post. Random stealing, one-ton stealing, left, right, and center. And this man, before he became president, told us that he's too old to steal. Yes, he might be too old to steal, but he employs the younger thieves to steal on his behalf. It's sad. If a boxer is too old to box, he might just get younger boxers and train them to box. If an old man is too old to steal, he might just employ younger thieves and teach them how to steal from experience. It's sad, but the prophet has said it all. If Ghana is not judged by God, then Sodom and Gomorrah would have to be apologized to. This is the nation where we have found ourselves now. Listen to them. Now they just finished with their so-called super delegates conference to choose 5 of them. Have you heard what they are saying about each other? People are sharing money like Pekple. $5,000 American dollars to delegates. Violence all over the place. Are you not ashamed? You went to the IMF to borrow money. And this is the money you are using to bribe people so you can come in and borrow again. Are you not ashamed? Ghanaians, are you thinking? Ghanaians, are we thinking? This is what gives some soldiers so much anger and bitterness. They pick up a gun and misbehave. Maybe if I was a soldier, I would be in their shoes. Because sometimes I get so frustrated. I want to press some buttons and explode some people into space. You have no right to treat the nation the way you are treating it. Who are you? This nation was there before your great-grandfather was even born. You have no right to mistreat this nation. You are arrogant. And anybody who is that arrogant, my brother, my sister, we need to put their head on the chopping board and sacrifice their dirty blood. My brother, my sister, it's sad. But Ghana shall prosper. That's it away and come here. Ibrahim Akuponshra Henda. Oh, when are we going to have patriotic people? When are we going to have our citizenry come together and put their shoulders to the wheel? When are we all going to say enough is enough? When are we going to do away with corruption? When are we going to be able to support the police to do the work? When will the police stop taking bribe? When will the ministries think and become sensible and stop this nonsense of taking bribe before they support people? This afternoon I went to a certain bank. I could just mention your name. Boom. But I give you the benefit of the doubt. I went there to collect a checkbook that was supposed to have come 2 months back. They didn't have the courtesy to call me and tell me, yo, your checkbook is what, ready? Nah. Because the checkbook that I had, they said they had changed it 5 years ago. So they gave me a checkbook and I never used it. It was lying down. You cannot use a checkbook if you have no money in the bank. So I kept it for 5 years and over. When I took it to the bank finally to get something small, they said, we've changed this book 5 years back. You need to pay for another checkbook. I paid for it. They never called me. Today when I went and sat down in front of them, this woman looked at my face. You don't respect me? I was going to throw expletives, but that's not my training. You have no common sense that when customers walk into the bank, you must know that they are not loiters. They are there for the business that is keeping you employed, idiot. Go to America. Go to England. TA! They run what is known as the tip system. There are so many people in America who work in the restaurants who are not paid. They are paid by the people via tips. Did you know that? You go and apply to work in a restaurant. The restaurant is not paying you. The people you serve are those paying you. When people come, the way you receive them, when they are living, because of how you receive them, they give you a tip. Some people receive tips more than the salary that they would have even been paid. I sit in a taxi in America, and then as I am moving, well, I arrive at my destination. The man is trying to be nice to me. I arrive, and he says, well, this is how much we are charging. Do you have any tip for me, sir? Most of the time, they don't ask. And I say, yes, I have a little tip. I give you $10. I say, oh, thank you. Please come back again and take my number and blah, blah. Not in this country. People that we are paying to work for us. In fact, they think they are doing us a favor. You walk into a government establishment and people treat you like a piece of rag. Are you crazy? What is the government doing about that? What's the Minister of Employment doing? Even the people. Look, the ministers can do anything they want to do right. As long as that mindset is still wrong, we will see government workers, my brother, my sister, as gods and demigods. Who is your president? He's your employee. So when I talk to my president, it's because I am an angry employer. You see your president and you bow down. You employ them. You are making them demigods. That's why they are maltreating all of us like this. This is the black pot. Next story. Next story we are looking at. Check it out. It says Cocobod boss fingered for incompetence. A war. You know what it means to say incompetence, right? You don't have the skill for the job. Now, who is the boss of the Cocobod? This is the man. Mr. Boahin Edu. He was my lecturer at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where I studied a Bachelor of Science course in land economy. He was one of the very good lecturers there. Very simple, very up to date. He will come and teach nicely. No shouting, nothing. Oh, very nice. And then I also met him in Takrady, where I went to do my national service with Stu Lance. And yes, he was also there at the time. I think later he became a regional minister. And then, well, he's a professional politician. But my former lecturer has run down the Cocobod. I should have been running to him with a bouquet of flowers. Come here! He has run it down. The cocoa industry has become a joke. I expected that what he taught us in school, he would have translated that into action. But no, he's sleeping on the job. And the cocoa industry has collapsed. The cocoa rows have become useless. My brother, my sister, we are the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. But our cocoa farmers are cutting down their cocoa trees and selling the land to Chinese to come and do illegal mining. Has he succeeded? In our country, we are the second largest producer and exporter of cocoa, only next to the Ivory Coast. 10 years back, we were number one in the whole world, till Ivory Coast took over from us. Today, when you go to our cocoa farms, it is child labor. Children have been stopped from going to school, and they are on the farms working. Our land has been so polluted by all these galamseyers. And now the EU is threatening not to buy any cocoa from Ghana again. Having pumped so much money into the industry, yet this man here has run down the cocoa system, the cocoa thing. It's sad because this is my professor. I should be talking to him in high esteem. But nobody is bigger than the truth. It's about the bigger picture, Ghana. It's sad. Well, instead of thinking about the cocoa industry, instead of thinking about how we can produce proper chocolates in Ghana, how we can get the cocoa people, the farmers, to benefit from their labor, look at what he's doing. Watch this. You are running Cocobod at a loss, yet campaigning for Baomia. And this is Kwame Japan speaking to the Cocobod CEO. Who is Kwame Japan? That's him. Come here. Come here. presidential aspirant for his party. My brother, my sister, he's so fed up with his party. Watch this. He says, Comrade Japan flag bearer, hopeful of the new patriotic party, has lambasted the chief executive officer of the Ghana Cocobod, Joseph Edu, for declaring support for Dr. Bawumia. According to him, it is unethical for a government official to publicly campaign for a candidate in an election, as it mars the image of the public institution. That's it. He's right. You are a government official. And you have come out publicly to support a certain presidential candidate. Does it make sense? You are an appointee for a government institution. Even your own president said that he would not endorse anybody. He has his favorite, but he won't publicly do it. That is supposed to be what it is. But you decided to come out and endorse somebody publicly. Yet, the institution you are heading, you have run it aground. Are you serious? Prof, with all respect, is this how it should go? You should be ashamed that you've run down the cocoa business. It's down to the ground. Will you be happy someday to tell your children that you were the one who did what you did this during your tenure of office? Cocoa farmers were cutting down their trees that they planted 20 years back. We saw videos of those people. The last time I heard about him, he wanted to sue Al Jazeera for saying that we use child labor in our cocoa industry in Ghana. Nothing came out. Foco. They only pretend that they will sue. Nothing happens. Dash it away. But we return. We will certainly have more for you. But keep your comments coming in. We're going to read them in 2 tranches. And we would also hear from you. This is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. What does it mean to say incompetent? Do you know what it means? I have a quote for you. Wayo!
Wednesday, 13th September, 7 p.m. sharp, inside La Boma Beach at Le Shrine. All tongues shall confess that a volcano trumpet, Q Shandaya from St. Vincent, through Jamaica, America to Ghana, Africa, is here to stay. Also appearing is Ghana's dancehall US sensation from the backbone of reggae veteran, Daddy Bosco, Akla. Date is Wednesday, 13th September 2023, 7 p.m. sharp. The action shall be disastrous. The fire will be blazing hotter than hell. Come and see Q Shandaya and Akle at Le Shrine. Do live band non-stop. Other artists shall also pass through to balance the equation. Come and see conscious reggae and dancehall at the top. More fire. For enquiries, call the Shrine on 0203-500-050 or 0204-500-050. See ya!
Hey, must tell the truth.
Go on, skip a judge.
Black Pot, Kukushonomo.
Go on, skip a judge.
Black Pot, Kukushonomo.
Are
Are you in Accra? Are you looking for an experience that will live with you forever? Come with me to Le Shrine, where you see anything you want to see. What do you want to eat, continental or local? Le Shrine has a mini hotel fitted with a swimming pool that is so sexy and will leave you with a sweet experience. Le Shrine has a nightclub, top of the class for VVIP and more. On Mondays, we have karaoke and adult parties. Wednesdays, reggae night. Sundays, special ladies night. We also have live reggae concerts at Le Shrine. Anything you want to see, be here to see it yourself. We are located at La Boma Beach, where the Atlantic Ocean's water serenade Le Shrine. Call us on 0203 5050 or 0204 5050 or 0205 5050 0206 5050. Visit our website at Le Shrine and see more. Le Shrine, anything you want to see, be here to see it yourself.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Shoulder, man.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Shoulder, man.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Shoulder, man.
This is the Blakk Pod, aka Cocobod, where we speak truth to power, and my name is certainly Blakk RASTA. Next thing, let's look at it quickly. Watch me. And it says what? It says, plot to oust IGP Thickens. You remember a few days back, there was a tape that came out, and the tape was talking about how this IGP could be removed. Some people already want to step in his shoes, and some people want to remove him because they believe that he is not a supporter of the ruling party. It's not about his competence. It's all about the fact that he is not supporting the political party in power. Well, I got more information for you. Run it. Watch this. Plot to remove IGP. Commander Asari threatened to deal with me after the tape leaked. And this is Bugri Nabu talking. Who is Bugri Nabu? This man has been a politician from when I was a little child, running around in Tamale naked. I've known him. He used to have a hotel there called Interroyals Hotel. One of the, in fact, known people in the area. He gained a lot of respect for himself. Bugri Nabu, powerful name. Nabu means big mouth, right? Or just mouth in Ga. But his Nabu is a different Nabu. Bugri Nabu, powerful African name. He doesn't have an Anthony in his name. He doesn't have a John in his name. He doesn't have any other such British or American name following him. Bugri Nabu, powerful name. I respect people who carry their names like that. But who is Bugri Nabu? Former Northern Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, MPP, Daniel Bugri Nabu. When did the Daniel come in? Anyway, has alleged that one of the police officers in the tape recording with evidence of a plot to remove the Inspector General of Police, IGP, Dr. George Akufo-Dampare. One Commander Asari threatened him after the recording leaked. According to him, the only person he gave the tape recording to was the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, insisting that he did not leak the tape. Speaking at a public hearing on the matter by a committee set up by the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, on Monday, August 28, 2023, Bugri Nabu said that he called the commander to find out who leaked the tape, only for him to be threatened. But rather, he sent a message through my son that he would deal with me. He threatened me. When you read the story further, he said he banged the phone on him twice. And after that, he decided to send a message through his son. And he said he will deal with Bugri Nabu. That's it. My brother, that's Bugri Nabu sitting there. Listen, in this country, we are so quick to vilify people. We are so quick to be mediocre. Patriotism is missing. Remember, there was a man who was preaching. What was he preaching? He was talking about enjoying our own local foods. Do we all remember? During the elections that went by, George Latte, I think that was his name, told us about domestication, localizing. All the industries localized. Agriculture, everything. Dan Latte, he was called Dan Latte, not George Latte. We laughed at him. He's dead, he's gone. But today, what he was preaching is very important. And we are lacking that. And it's making our nation go down. Today, I'm also talking about patriotism. There are many people who are laughing. There are some people who say, oh, why should I be loyal to Ghana? A nation of bad leaders and thieves. My brother, your loyalty can help remove all these people. Because if you make up your mind that this is the only country you have, and that rain or shine, you have nowhere to go, then you will brighten the corner that you find yourself in. And this is that corner called Ghana. But where you have it in mind that you have another place to run to, then you don't care what happens to this one. If it's destroyed, you have another place to go. I don't know how many people are listening. But it's so much of a shame that the IGP, they are trying to remove him through shenanigans and politics to the point that it's been captured on a tape. This man said he recorded the tape himself. He invited the people to a meeting. And when they met and they were talking, this was what they were talking about. My brother, my sister, can we deal with the people whose voices are on the tape? Can we find out exactly what happened? Or else, our nation will be a very vindictive nation. It is already, but it could be worse. My party comes into power, we will find out those who don't support us and remove them. Your party comes into power. Anything that the other, in fact, government brought, we would destroy everything after all. Then what kind of a nation is that? You cannot build. I build, you come and destroy. Start to build yours, you don't finish. I come, I destroy. Where are you going? Dash it away, my brethren. When we return, we shall read your messages. Wayo!
This one goes on too.
Wednesday, 13th September, 7 p.m. sharp, inside La Boma Beach at Le Shrine. All thanks shall confess that a volcano trumpet, Q-Shandeya from St. Vincent, through Jamaica, America to Ghana, Africa, is here to stay. Also appearing is Ghana's dancehall newest sensation from the backbone of reggae veteran, Daddy Bosco, Akle. Date is Wednesday, 13th September 2023, 7 p.m. sharp. The action shall be disastrous. The fire will be blazing hotter than hell. Come and see Q Shandeya and Akle at Le Shrine. Do live band non-stop. Other artists shall also pass through to balance the equation. Come and see conscious reggae and dancehall at the top. More fire. For enquiries, call The Shrine on 0203-500-050 or 0204-500-050. See ya!
Must tell the truth.
Go on, skip a charge.
Blackpot. Coco show man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shudam, and here we speak truth to power. We have some messages coming in. Run them, man. All right? Keep your messages coming in. Keep your messages coming in. All right. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. So it says, Aflakui Senanu says, good evening, Black Rasta. I was patiently waiting. Yes, we were on time, right? Beta Bless GH says, we still the wait soldier. And Entry NS says, welcome, Black. It's another edition of the Black Pot, and we are here to learn. Teach, Black. Blessed love. So Leji Mawena says, good evening, Black Rasta. You're too much. You're too much too, Mawena. Karim Sadat Aduku says, good evening, Black Rasta. Boku, with all this, Umofia is thinking of sending troops to Niger. Just one constituency with 20 assembly members per Umofia. Umofia could not restore peace. Well, he's talking about Ghana sending troops to Niger when we have internal problems that we are unable to solve. Karim Sadat Aduku says, my journey with the Black Pot started somewhere at Xylophone FM and TV, down to Class FM and Pan-African TV, and down to 3 FM, thanks to Black Empire Media. Blessed love. And Francis Ampim says, Black Rasta is another very good evening. More fire, good preaching to the people of Ghana and Africa. And it's about rewiring the mindset of our people. Nobody is bigger than the truth. Paul, the Navrongo man, Ayekukem, John Paul, he says, thank God for another opportunity to have time with the pot master behind the fire under the pot of patriotism. Welcome you all on the show. It's the Navrongo man, Ayekukem, John Paul, watching. Henyo Raphael says, watching you live from London. My brother, Black Rasta. Always feel positive listening to you. Long live Black Rasta. Thank you, Henyo Raphael. I bless you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Kimos. GH says, preach on, my teacher. Ekene Okoli. It's been some time now since Ekene came on. I believe Africa will come back again by the grace of the Almighty. Yes, I believe that too. Africa is on the way to returning strongly. Mohammed Demba says, what a waste. And Beta Bless GH says, when they need our vote, they come talk to us like angels. But when they get the power, they turn into beasts and begin to be sick with low memories because they forget everything they promised us. So sad. So sad. Tina Ray says, hello, Black Rasta. Continue to show us the way to be patriotic and defend our homeland, Ghana. Waiting for you in London. Yes, blessed love. Kanbadi Samsidin says, Nana Ado, we just need to hold our heart just because of his age. And he will go down in history of Ghana as one of the worst presidents. All that he knows to do is to promise us and promise and promise. And he's here for his personal interest, nothing more. Olivius Nwinzi says, hello, Black Rasta. When I think one day you will go with this brain, I feel like crying. May God give you long life to impact generations. Amen. All he's trying to say is that one day he knows Blakk Rasta will die, just like every other person will transit, into the next life. And it pains him. Well, we're going to do our best before we evaporate. Kambadi Samsidin says, I feel terrible. Sometimes the things we see around Blakk Rasta. I witnessed a case of a hospital in Accra at night when patients were calling for help and nobody came to their aid. Nobody. Yet they vowed. Florence Nightingale. They vowed. Tutankhamun. They vowed that they would let all these things happen. Yet nothing is happening. But brother, my sister, we still have Kambadi Samsidin saying Blakk Rasta, the man of the moment, the only media where you hear nothing but the truth. Much respect, Blakk Rasta. Your inspiration is growing fast and strong. God bless you. Watching you from Accra. But I'm from Wa. All right, blessed love. Health is Wealth TV says, good day, Blakk Rasta. Your great voice is filling large parts of our lives with wisdom. And I now truly believe Ghana will become a great nation. God bless. I like that positivity. It's going to happen. 2 questions says, blessed Lord Blakk Rasta, if like all the so-called Ghanaian journalists are like you, Ghana could have been the best country on the planet. Yes, we have a number of them who are also doing the same things that I'm doing here. Bo Aye, Johnny Hughes, and a few other people, Captain Smart, and a few other people are also trying to, do the same things that will help our nation grow. I believe that in your own small way, you can also do something positively in the line of patriotism to help this nation grow. Francis Ampim says, Blakk Rasta, help us talk to the technician of Is to help us. The app still not connecting. Is that true? All right, I'm going to find out from Is and then we'll find out from the technicians what really is happening. Amanda Shapsanko says, Dada, the truth must be told. The Cocobod, especially the one located in Eastern region, Akim Tafo, what they normally do there is sleep with people's wives and people's girlfriends. And they are all corrupt. Amanda Shapsanko. Hey, is that what is happening? Try and get me some evidence so that we can work on that, yeah? Ekene Okoli says, I believe that Ghana will prosper. More fire. Blessed love, Ekene. Love and respect every time. Well, let's look at the next one, but remember to keep your comments coming in. We are about to, blow it big and strong. Yeah, Ghana shall prosper. Ghana Black Queen's goalie saved. Come here. This is the goalkeeper. In fact, she's now 45 years old. Last week, we did a whole expose on her. This is where she lives. A national goalkeeper. The best goalkeeper, the Black Queens. In fact, the Black Stars version, a female version. In fact, the safest hands. At the age of about, 22, 23, 24, she went through an abortion. She aborted twins so that she'll be able to play for the Black Queens. According to her, her coach at the time convinced her and convinced her grandmother, who she was with, that she was 7 months pregnant and she was the best goalkeeper for the nation. And she couldn't go to the World Cup with a big belly. She didn't know that she was even pregnant. You see her body size? She got pregnant without knowing. 7 months. No pregnancy. She was still menstruating. Everything was going on good. They had the abortion. Today she's 45 years. She's looking for a child she can find. And she's living in that shack. We brought it up. This is the show everybody watches. The former president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, he watches this show every time. Nana AKUFO-ADDO'S watches this show. No politician in Ghana can say they don't watch this show. Nigeria, Gambia, they watch this show. He listened to us and decided that he will do something. Watch it. John Mahama saves poverty-stricken ex-Black Stars goalkeeper Maimunatu Sulemana. Run it. He said the terrible plight of former Black Queens goalkeeper Maimunatu Sulemana brought to light by Ghana Web following an interview granted Original FM is yet to be over, as former President John Dramani Mahama quickly moved in to provide assistance that will definitely lead to an upturn in her fortunes. That's it. That's it. So the former president has gone dead. He's making some donations. I believe they are going to find her a house and be able to give her some money as contained in that story to be able to start something for herself. She had the abortion. In fact, according to her, the aborted babies were put in a polythene bag and given to her. And when she got home, she just disposed of that. Sadly, the house where she had that abortion several years back, that is the same house she has finally found herself living in. Can you understand this? She had an abortion in this house. Several years later, she was looking for accommodation, and this was where she found herself. She couldn't even remember that she had the abortion in there. It took an old man, this house, to tell her that, oh, are you not Maimunatu? Said, yes, I am. Do you remember several years ago, you came here and had an abortion? I was one of the workers in that hospital, the clinic. This was where you had your abortion. And she broke down. So her shadows are chasing her. Poverty is eating her up. She decided to take a good advantage of playing in America and enjoying herself. Unfortunately, this is how she found herself ending. But the former president decided to come in and support her. Thanks to the former president, God bless you. Many more people can come in and support her. She's in a very desperate position. But what is the GFA doing? Ghana Football Association. Who give all the money to foreign coaches. And then we leave some of these people who sacrifice to do. Yes, she made mistakes. But who doesn't? Let's think about that. I only remember Maimunatu Lad, Ajua Bayo, Hamdia Abbas. These are the few names I can remember. And she stood out. She stood out. She was the captain of her side, the Black Queens. This is where she lives now, in that shack. And you are clapping. Run it. Let's look at the final story, and it will be over for today. We've had a few technical challenges, but we are sailing through. Forgive us for that. Pardon us. IMF Fanfools Ghana again. You know, the IMF has never been a friend of Africa. They went to Zaire in the 70s, the early 70s. At that time, one Zaire, that's their currency, was equivalent to $1. By 1992, $1 was equivalent to 1 billion Zaire. Not 1 billion, 1 trillion. Can you imagine? Early 1970s, one Zaire was equivalent to $1. And when IMF went there, pushed money to Mobutu Sese Seko Kuku Ngbendu Wazabanga, he took the money. Now all their gold fields, all their diamonds, whatever they had there, they had to find a way of buying that. But in order to get it cheaply, what they did was that they devalued their currency. How did they devalue that? They advised them to devalue that it will help them. Bad financial advice. They devalued it to the point that $1 was now equivalent to how much? Trillion Zaire. They never give any good advice to any African nation. All they are interested in is the resources. And Ghanaians and Africans still trust these people. When Sankara decided not to deal with them and the World Bank, they found a way of dealing with him. My brother, my sister, when are we going to wake up? Look at it. You know this man? You know who he is? Watch. Bold economic reforms yielding positive results. That's what he's saying. That Ghana is going through some good positive results. Come here. The economy is displaying promising signs of progress following a series of robust economic reforms aimed at achieving macroeconomic stability and sustainable growth. Dr. Leandro Medina, the IMF resident representative in Ghana, has said. The IMF resident representative. They sent an IMF representative to come and sit in the finance ministry in Ghana to dictate to them how the loan should be used. Is the economy improving? Food prices, have they come down? Have your lives been improved? How much do you pay for trotro? How much do you pay for taxi? How much do you pay for cocoa? How much do you pay for kenke? So when these idiots come and tell you that the economy is improving because they want to find a way of telling other African nations that without them, there will not be any prosperity for them. We have to be smart. Dash it away. This is the Blackport, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Do we have any more messages coming in? Let's look at them quickly, and then we'll call it a day. We never want to waste your time. We always want to keep your time intact. Well, Kambandi, yes, Kanbadi, Samsidin. He says, I'm sorry for sending so many messages. No, you can send 1 million messages. That's okay, as long as you make sense and as long as it comes from a positive heart that is looking for the development of our people, we are okay. One thing that pains me about the vice president is that he didn't perform and he's getting support all over. He's only getting support from sycophants, those he allegedly bribed. That's what we are hearing in the media. Bitter bless Ghana. The Tema oil refinery, which has been left abandoned since 2021 due to the government's alleged inability to raise $1 million American dollars, needed to give the place a facelift and process crude oil. How more cocoa? I like that. Jose Kofi says, Blakk, you are doing a great job. My 2 daughters watch your program with me. They like the Woyo life in London, Hillington. Thank you so much, my brother. And regards to your daughters, may they grow up and become better citizens of our nation and help our nation grow. Ajeduna says, Africa will be a better continent one day. We pray for change of mind of our leaders. I salute you, the great Black Rasta. More power to your elbow. Oscar Pendragon says, hi, Black Rasta. I think we have to end this MPP and NDC administration tradition by someone new. Last 3 days, I listened to ODK, and I think he's the one we need watching live from Israel. To God be the glory. Thanks so much for that one. We appreciate you. I want to say thank you so much for coming along. We thank you, and please pardon us for the technical errors that we have had. Well, it happens sometimes. I want to say thank you. I bless you. I honor you. Ghana shall prosper. And it won't take me alone. You and I must come together to be able to push this nation and do business with us so that we can keep flying. I appreciate you, and I love you. It's been the Blackport, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. My name, Black Rasta. Wayo!